Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Battle Angel Gali, or Battle Angel Alita, whichever you prefer it. I just realized this game has like a lot of silent spots. Like, I'm talking and for some reason it's just nice and quiet. There isn't a whole lot of music in this game in some parts. Some parts there is, like here in town or wherever you're going to be at, but there's a lot of spots that are really quiet. So in the last episode, we were here at Bar, Kansas, and we're going to try to go in here. This guy is not letting me in. So I think we need Ido. If we come here with Ido... Oh hey, there's the doggy. There's that doggy. Then they should let us in. We just need to go get Ido, since he's the face that everybody knows. This guy is talking about the battles at the Colosseum. Some people are asking, does this game have the motorball challenge? From the movie and the crazy sport of the future? And the answer is yes, it does. Because of course it does. Can't have Battle Angel without any of the motorball stuff. So this guy says he's a big fan of the giant robot here who's a champion, and he wants to see his Grand Cutter, a special move. So he's gonna show it off. It looks kind of like lightning coming out of his hand, but it's supposed to be that cutter attack from the movie with the long sort of chains. And if you remember, somebody else was using this attack, and then Makaku gets it later. They sort of steal it from this guy who's just a champion. But he gets his pretty epic weapon stolen from him. And then Gali has got to fight against such a weapon, which is a pretty nasty weapon. Yeah, if you keep talking to him here, he just keeps showing it off. Talking about it. So went back here to check on Ido. I'll probably start cutting out, some of the map stuff and my return visits to Factory 33 to, get the bounty rewards and whatnot, to make this a little bit more of a smooth playthrough. So choosing the first option there, we're ready to go. And I just went back to Ido's room, if you were wondering there. And then we're going to go back to the Bar, Kansas. Where he's going to introduce us to, there's some other Hunter Warriors. Because this is the Hunter Warrior Hangout. He's like, yo, Ido Sensei. So everybody obviously knows Ido. Oh, there's a suspicious hunter. He was saying, are you okay, Ido, after that huge run-in you had? Remember, Ido came back all wounded that one night. He still got the crutch there, you see. I really like the attention to detail in this game. It's like Ido's got the crutch, and he's walking slow because he's been severely wounded. Koyomi. And there's the doggy, of course. But, I'm wondering, why is the baby there on the deck of a bar? That's like a weird place for a baby. So there was a long dialogue there. I'll just throw daggers at Zapan. Oh, yeah. There was a long dialogue there, sorry, and Zapan asked us to step outside, pretty much, and he wanted to challenge Gali, and we kicked his butt. But yeah, if you remember from the movie, Zapan is kind of an annoying bounty hunter. Keeps challenging Gully and, you know, messing with her. It's probably not the last we'll see of him. But if I see him again, I'll punch his lights out. Definitely liking Gully's look here with the battle suit. Looks definitely more like the anime version. That's right, Zapan, you and your pretty face, pretty boy face, go crying back to whatever hole you came out of. Okay, we're back in the bar. And after a bit more talking... My shop! Somebody breaks through the door!
Don't move.
Ito thinks it's the champion. You know, the champion from before that was showing off his attack. But it is not. It is Makaku. It's like, what do you think of my nice new body? Masaka. Makaku ka. Kinuba no body o. So, he took Kinuba's body, of course, plus his new weapons. And yeah, now he's sort of upgraded, and he is pissed at Gully, back for some revenge. Dude, he just like takes the baby off of the deck there. Like, once again, why is the baby just hanging out on the bar deck? I mean, come on, isn't that like a dangerous place for a baby to be? Like, are you serving the baby drinks? It's like, why is the baby there where you're serving the drinks? I don't get it. So, Gully's ticked off here, saying the baby has nothing to do with any of this. Leave the baby alone. Like, this way it's more interesting. Gonna have us a game. And of course, he destroys the floor. And jumps down with the baby, saying he's waiting for Gully. And the dog goes too.
Come to my world. Come, little flea. Alita! No! Welcome to the underworld.
That is one brave dog. The poor guy is like, no, the baby cannot be saved. I don't know if it's actually his. I guess it is his. Don't go, Gully. You know, it's obviously a trap. But, you know, it's partly her fault because Makaku, you know, she picked a fight with him. And that cute baby, she can't leave the baby to be killed or whatever awful thing he is going to do to it. So we are going to jump down. Gully says, for sure, don't worry, I'll bring her back. Gully! Ito, do you think that girl can really do it? Alright, so we're down in the sewers now. Gonna go after Makaku here. How do I get down? Oh, here we go. I don't know if I should be careful of fall damage in this game or not. Whoa. By the way, I forgot to mention the in the first few episodes, but I mentioned the first episode. The title of this game is Gunnm, and kind of what it stands for. But it's also got kind of a prefix there after it. The original manga is just Gunnm, but this game is Gunnm Kasei no Kiyoku, and Kasei is the Japanese for Mars. It's oh hey, there's one of these guys. Of course, each planet in the galaxy has its own name. The Japanese don't call Mars, Mars. They actually have a an actual name for it, and it's Kasei. And then, of course, no is ownership, the particle, the Japanese particle for ownership. And then Kiyoku is the Japanese word for memory. So Kasei no Kiyoku. It's translated like on the wiki and such as, Martian memories. But I think that's a little weird because the word Martian, you could say like the Martian landscape. It's belonging to Mars. So Kasei no, that's correct. But the word Martian memories, it sounds a little deceiving. Like you're thinking of a Martian, an alien that has memories. And, that's a little weird. So I like to call it, memories of Mars. Whereas apparently maybe Gully was there, during the Great War. And slowly she'll get some of her memories back from, the Great Battle on Mars. Or I know there was one on the moon, I think. During the Great War in the past of this game. All right, some new enemies here. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Trying to get used to the combat in this game. It's pretty cool if you get used to it. It's interesting. Anybody else want some? No? Okay. Gotta remember to push the select button to enter into combat mode. But yeah, like I was saying, I just wanted to mention what the title of this game was. You can, if you want to use a Gunnm and say that's just Battle Angel, you could say this is Battle Angel Memories of Mars. Or, Martian Memories is also accurate. I just think it sounds a little odd, because I think of the word Martian, I think of an alien or like a person, a Martian, like the Martian, but it's really just a reference to Mars and ownership of Mars, like a Martian rock or Martian landscape, for example. So hopefully we'll be seeing some of Gully's memories, maybe when she gets some of her memories back of what exactly happened. And, where she comes from. A lot of this game is all about her finding her identity and her origin, which is quite cool. And, so far, such an old game on the PlayStation 1, I'm still impressed by the graphics and stuff. They actually, tried to make some pretty cool looking areas. Watch out here and there's two enemies. Alright, your friend's gone. It's you and me now. Ow. Stay down. Need to work on my dodging, my backstep a little bit. So yeah, we're down here in the sewers looking for Makaku again. Great, I got two enemies at once. Although this lady doesn't have too much HP. Come on. Ugh. I was trying to get a good block. There we go. Kind of the perfect block is really nice because then you can get a combo going. I love the little animation. She puts her knife away. She's got it on her, back there. Yeah, I'm excited for Motorball. When we get to the Motorball part, there's a couple ways to go. I'm guessing here. I'm just gonna go this way. Gotta explore the whole place. But yeah, I'm hyped for Motorball. See how they did that in this game. Koyomi-chan. So there's the baby. Koyomi. Yokatta. Buji de. And the dog is okay, of course. And Gali compliments the dog. That's one smart dog, apparently. So she wants the dog to take Koyomi-chan out of here. Surprised the baby isn't harmed at all. Ha 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 ha. Of course. So go, dog. What are you waiting for? Man, that guy's big. Welcome to my world. Apparently this is where, he was born and sort of lived down here in the sewers, the lowest level of the junk. Where all the junk is. Zalem no Gomi, all the trash that comes from Zalem, eventually works its way down and down here. So, yeah, once again, there's a lot of dialogue in this game, like I mentioned. But of course, it's, for the storytelling. It's not a straight-up action game. It's, about the storytelling from the original comic book, the original manga. So, of course, Gali is going to defend the dog and the baby. Finally, that dog runs away. Sheesh. It's like, dude, you should have been running this whole time we were chatting. Oh, man. Whoa. So yeah, he's got those chain things. Ow. I think I need to jump those. But I mean, it's so fast, it's hard to see. Use a repair kit here. Trying to lock on here. Man, this guy's brutal. Trying to get close, since I'm not able to target him and throw the explosive at him. When I try to get close, get away from me. Okay, that was some practice. I'm back, guys. This time, no more Mr. Nice Gully. My goodness, he's using that a lot. The dodge actually seems to work. Like, I was trying to jump it, but, I mean, her jump is, really hard to control. So actually, dodging around it works pretty good, rather than just jumping over that chain attack he's got. Just take him out. I wanted to have a strategic fight, where I'm blocking and hitting him with combos, but it wasn't working, so just run in and whack him as much as possible and just dodge using the R1 button to dodge around. Sasuga. Well, hey, at least he's complimenting us. You used plasma. Remember this suit? I tried some plasma attacks, but they didn't seem to do much. Shiawase daze gari. So he's happy that he was defeated finally by somebody like her. Man, that face. Those freaky teeth. Gali's asking him, why are you going around doing this stupid thing of eating everybody's, brains, attacking people, eating brains? And he agrees it is kind of a stupid thing, but, sadly it's necessary for him to keep himself alive, pretty much. So there's a super long conversation here. It's pretty interesting. Makaku talks about an individual that has the mark on their forehead. If you remember, there's a little red mark, and he mentions it's similar to your Ido's mark. And once again, they have the little red mark in the forehead. If you noticed, Ido also has it too in his forehead when you have a close-up look. But there was an individual just like that promising him, some glory and fame and, a way to get out of here. But his body was modified, tortured, and now he's more or less, a slave to somebody, following somebody's orders and just doing what he needs to do to survive. So Makaku is actually happy that Gully met him and found him and that he's been defeated, because he's just sort of tired of this lifestyle. And, he's kind of hoping for death, actually, to escape from his pretty sad existence. Pretty sad, pointless existence. So he was about to say what he really wanted, in life and what his real goals and dreams were, but of course he didn't get to say it. And he flashes a bunch before disappearing, as the way all major bosses do. They flash colors and then disappear. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. Makaku had a backstory there as to why he was that way and what he was doing. And Gully is back. Got the baby back in the guy's arms there. The dog is okay so far. She apologizes to Ito for, making Ito worry about her. It's interesting to see, Gully develop as this game progresses. Her personality and how it slowly changes over time. Especially when we get to Yugo, of course. The love interest. Soregatsumi nanoka. So once again, thinking about what is right, what is wrong. Was Makaku really a villain, or is he just a victim of his circumstances? Want to save up to this point? So that was kind of a big event. So it's kind of chapter 1, I guess, is finished. You can see up there I'm 5 hours in. I did some fighting on the side to get a little bit of money and upgrade Gully's body, get some more HP and whatnot. So he's asking, can you cure my body? It's like, wow, look at that. All he is a head, and that's pretty much all he's got left. And since Ito's kind of short on parts, he's telling this guy he's going to have to wait a little bit. Chikusho! Anogaki. So yeah, somebody stole this guy's body parts. Jumped him in the alley and cut him up, stole his parts. So now he's sort of just the head, but of course he's alive. So you can see that little red dot on Ito's forehead there. And that's the sign of somebody that's come from Zalim. Of course. That's what Makaku said. And it's kind of funny, I can actually talk to this head and he like looks up at you when you talk to him. It's like little details like that they put into the game. It's pretty cool. They actually really tried their best when they made this game. It's really too bad there isn't any others, because this would have been an awesome series with as an action game. But I guess Battle Angel isn't quite as well known as maybe I'd like it to be. In my opinion, it's definitely one of the definitive, sci-fi manga of all time. I know I mentioned it in the first episode, but I easily rank it up there with Ghost in the Shell and those kind of shows and stories. But it's a little bit less known, I think, than like Ghost in the Shell or Akira. So there's another dot on the map. You can actually go to the sewer if you want and explore. I went back and explored those rooms off screen. There wasn't really anything there, just some enemies to fight. And you can go back to the room where you fought the boss there, Makaku, but nobody was there. I keep thinking I'm going to find like your treasure chests and that sort of thing in this game, but by exploring. Oh boy, Samurai Boy. Raiden. This is another deadly hunter, very famous from the anime. I don't think this guy actually appeared in the movie, so that was kind of a disappointment. This guy uses a really ridiculously long katana and sort of like a samurai style hunter warrior. I left this scene in because it's kind of part of the story, and if once again you're using this as a walkthrough and you're wondering where to go next, coming back here to the factory, you have to have that scene with him. See if there's any new enemies added to the database. Miguel is our next target here. So Makaku is off the list. So Batoman. Boy, what a name. It's like a guy with... It's a bot with 2 legs. And Drum Otoko. A man that looks like a drum. So there's a couple of new enemies here, it looks like, that we're going to be facing. Which is good, because I want that cash. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I went through them all there. Big Shoulder. Some of their names are pretty funny. Izuchi. So Batman. Is that Batman? Or does that just mean So Bad Man? Okay, anyway. Sorry for the wait. I think I'll go turn in my bounty here for Makaku. I should get a huge amount of cash. I think he was worth 100,000 chips. Yep, give me that money. Yep, Makaku, wow, he was worth a ton. Nice. Nice hunting results. Alright, everybody. Want to thank you for watching. I think I'm going to pause for now, and in the next episode, we'll continue this story. I'm planning on going through the whole game, so I hope you'll join me. And in the next episode, we'll just continue on. Maybe back to the bar, Kansas here, I think. It's where I'm headed. Gonna get some information on this new bounty that we're going after. But yeah, so far, for such an old game and not well known, this game is awesome. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you'll join me and Gully in the next one.